Never had a ghost like that happen. It just completely stopped working for a second. I wonder if I turn off the. It should be warm enough. It should be cold enough inside with the rain. Can I turn the fans off so I can hear it? Would I have been able to hear it? Turn that off. And I can hear the rain a little bit. If I turn this off, where's the AC remote? I don't think the buttons will work if that AC is annoying. Oh no, because it was originally mine. Where is the remote? Is it back here? Hold on. Let's call off there and see if it works. Okay, now, I was like, I still hear a fan. Where's it coming from? Turns out there was a. Turns out I turned the fan down. I actually turned it off. With headphones on, I can't hear. I don't think. Oh, I'm gonna take it off my right ear a little bit. Okay, I need to go touch those because I already did. When I went over here, I tried to open this up. It glitched. Okay, now it's working. It had locked my camera in a specific angle, locked me as Bell, and it did not let me open anything. It was weird. Who am I on right now? I have to make sure every time.
Huh? Do you have a secret you want to share?
Well, you're all just about done. That's certainly one of the lecture anyway. Sure, it doesn't matter that much. I do have more than enough money, but I'm gonna start to farm more of it anyways.
Call me anytime.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go for electric because it's still gonna take a bit to get enough for Aramasa. Is he documentary? Oh, this one. Yeah, the water outside should actually cool the room enough for a while. Because of the flowing water outside, acting as a better heat looper than the air. Plus, there's not that much heat outside, so it won't be keeping the room as much. But I said the rain came early, which is nice. We've been having a bit of a rainy time recently, which is abnormal because normally we don't get our rainy season until August around here. That's our usual rainy month. Last year's August was actually really dry for some reason. But 2023, or was it 2022? I can't remember which one it was, but one of those years, August was like, it was insane. It rained for, I shit you not, 40 days straight. Okay, it rained for a very long time. To the point where we actually had multiple rain floods. Because, you know, I live in the Bay Area. have to wait for an ongoing to disappear, so that she'll show up there. But yeah, yeah, it's been raining quite a lot for the past few days. It wasn't constant rain like it was in that August I talked about, but it has been raining quite a bit. And it's nice because I really like the rain. Not only does it tend to cool areas down, it makes them more humid, but also makes them a lot colder. So we don't have to worry about temperature. Right now it's 22°C outside, and yeah, 22°C is around low. That's going to be for the next while.
Keep up with the beat. Arya, take a break. Get closer. Not the shooter now.
But I mean, that may sound still a bit high for being the lower temperature of normal, but normally it sits like 25 to 30°C. And the highs are only going to sit around 25 to 29. It's going to go up to 29 on Saturday. And we've still got a while before their hottest month. Mid-June is the hottest point of the year. That's what they said in other places, but it gets pretty insane here.
I've got this.
Like, insane.
Keep your eyes on me. Hit the beat. I've got this.
Punk. Yeah, we like, I don't remember what it is in C, but in Fahrenheit it sits like 110 degrees sometimes on the heat index, pretty consistently. In in like late June, early July.
If you need help, call me anytime.
It gets hot around here. Unfortunately, you just kind of have to live with it. Not really much you can really do, with the weather.
Need something?
This weather's been getting more insane as the years have gone on. People's misunderstandings of what global warming actually is, which is why we call it climate change now, people don't realize just how insane those few degrees of temperature differences have caused massive effects on the weather. Weather itself has, you might have noticed, it's getting worse and worse with record-setting winds, rains, and stuff. Tons of, like, Florida got hit with, like, dozens of super strong hurricanes within the past, 6 months. Just those small changes in temperature differences cause massive effects to everything else. Like, overall temperature increasing does a lot. It does a lot. I mean, people always forget. You're only a degree away from going from ice to water. It completely changes it goes from a solid to a liquid with just 1 degree, going from 32 degrees to 33 degrees. It's just instantly it goes from being, well, not instantly, it starts melting, but it goes from being a solid to a liquid. Of course, a lot of it also has to do with people's inability to fully understand sciences in general. It's kind of like all the people online nowadays who are what I like to refer to as nutritional grifters. There's a lot of people like that. That go around. What is the word people like Liam refer to them as? Was it like grocery store walkers or something like that? They're the people on video who are always doing videos of like in a store, like they pick up like the chicken and like, you should not be eating this, and then they'll list some stuff, often lots of incorrect and blatantly wrong stuff. Like, for example, people throwing around that America chlorinates their chicken. No, we don't. What? We haven't done that in decades. There were borderline no plants that still chlorinate chicken, and it's in like extremely diluted quantities. The only things they use to treat them is like a vinegar solution now. We don't use that anymore. And one of the videos you've seen also is like, this is a chicken from Iceland and this is one from America, and it's like, no, those chickens are for nowhere because the entire video was AI generated. You could tell just by looking at the dude's beard that it was AI. Again, AI doesn't understand how beards work, so it doesn't actually make them correctly. So you can actually tell by just looking at the beard itself and like how it actually looks that it was just not real. That and the words in the background not working because AI doesn't know how to make text. Like those videos and stuff like that piss me off. It's like the people going around talking about seed oils. I'm like, for example, I think the biggest example is people buy too much into California's Prop 50. Prop 50 is an example of unnecessary regulations. It is a specific bill in California that super heavily restricts what you can have in your food to an almost insane degree. It takes the already existing restrictions and cranks them up to 11. It's absolutely absurd. The amount of the stuff you would have to have of certain things just to have negative effects would have to be so far beyond what Prop 50 regulates to. It's actually insane. For example, to hit the Prop 50 limit of, I can't remember which specific thing, it's probably like aspartame or something, in like, say, a Diet Dr. Pepper, you would have to be drinking 26 Diet Dr. Pepper a day to reach that amount. And then you would still have to drink 1,000 times more than that just to actually get a chance of cancer from it. It's that ridiculous. I think another good example is that when it comes to that, you're more likely to die from the water before you die from the aspartame. On top of that, there are also things like the people throw the word chemical around a lot, and anybody who has ever been interested in the chemical sciences knows that chemical at this point is a buzzword because chemical is everything. Everything besides subatomic particles, and that's pretty much it, is chemicals. Everything is a chemical. Oxygen is a chemical. And speaking of oxygen, fun fact. Jesus Christ, these flies are annoying. I don't know how they keep getting stuck in our house. But, for example, oxygen? Do you know what's the only thing that's making going from oxygen being one of the things that allows you to live to just killing you? 5 atmospheres of pressure. Oxygen at 5 atmospheres of pressure is a neurotoxin, and nitrogen boils. 5 atmospheres. When it comes to physical, like the physical structure of your body, you could probably live under 5 atmospheres. Unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to breathe. Because, well, as I said, oxygen becomes a neurotoxin. Air becomes lethal at 5 atmospheres of pressure. Only 5 times more atmosphere pressures than, 1 atmosphere, which is Earth's atmosphere. But yeah, even oxygen in just significant quantities is just straight up toxic. Same with literally everything else. Everything is toxic in some quantity. Everything is not toxic in some quantity. For example, why do you think fentanyl exists? Fentanyl is very much capable of just straight up fucking killing you in extremely small doses. But you know what you can also do with fentanyl? Put it in an even smaller dose, and it's a medicine. Congratulations. People's misunderstandings of words like chemical and organic and natural have completely inflated nutritional spaces, and it's so stupid. People still buy into that shit. Most of those YouTubers or mostly TikTokers that try to get you on that stuff, you know what they're actually doing? They're not trying to help you. They're trying to get you to buy a supplement that's not actually that good for you. I'm just not even kidding. They're literally just selling some random junk to you. They're not there to help you.